Hello and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is McKenna and today I'm participating in the Among Us Readathon. So it is actually the 2nd of January, like the end of the day, you can see it's dark outside. It's been a while, but a little bit has happened. For my first book, because I'm a pink imposter, I'll put like all my info on there, but like pink is my general color that I play with, and I didn't like the pink crewmate prompts so very much, like they didn't fit my TBR or what I wanted to read, or I was like, I don't have as much free reign as I want to have. So I decided to be a pink imposter. But the first book that I'm doing for my fake card swipe or fake wires, I believe it's fake card swipe because it's a standalone. But it's Read a Standalone, and for that is going to be The Answer Is by Alex Trebek, Reflections of My Life. I do just really want this to be my first book of 2021, and I am that much of the way through it. I'm on page 87 of 287, so I have about 200 more pages to go yet. But yeah. Anyway, yesterday, imposters got the first sabotage, where we had to make a poll for everyone to pick our next read. So I know what I'm gonna read on audiobook, but I don't know what I'm gonna read next physically. So the two that I did were Undercover Romance by Lissa K. Adams and 6 Angry Girls by Adrian Keisner. And we're gonna just check back on the poll. I haven't looked at it yet, so I don't know, and see which one is going to be my next physical read after I finish The Answer Is. And I know which one I want, but I don't want to get my hopes up. Okay, the winner of the poll was Undercover Romance by Lissa K. Adams. So yeah, this is actually the one I really wanted it to be. These are honestly like 3 books on my TBR are this, The Answer Is, and the audiobook I'm planning on starting. So that's all I really have for right now. I'll update you a little later if I get anywhere in The Answer Is or start my audiobook or anything like that. So yeah. I just woke up, so I look like trash. However, last night I stayed up doing sprints and I finished my first book for this readathon and my first book of 2020, and that is The Answer Is, Reflections on My Life by Alex Trebek. I cried a couple times while reading this book, one of them being the very end. And I'm not ready, because this week is his final week of recorded shows, and I'm just really not ready to say goodbye and to say hello to Ken Jennings, who I don't particularly like. But this book got 5 stars from me, and I just completed my card swipe. So on to bigger and better things. I don't mean that as in the book, I mean that as in card swipe. I'm not a huge fan of the card swipe task, and I faked it anyway. Now we're on to music from around the world. Something went that one. My audiobook. My audiobook next is going to be Music from Another World by Robin Talley. And my next my next physical read book is going to be Undercover Romance by Lissa K. Adams. This is my library's copy. I did just order the first 3 books off of Amazon, and it's Monday, those should be coming on Wednesday. Complete whim, but I finished the first book and I really liked it, and I'm really excited about the next 2 and the 4th one that's coming out in July, but I just ordered the first 3 right now. So this is my next physical read and then my next audiobook, and Lego. Yesterday I had finished my first book of 2021 and of this readathon, which was The Answer Is by Alex Trebek. Then I started Music from Another World by Robin Talley, and I have about 8 hours left in that audiobook. How much percent is that? I'm about 20% of the way in, and I'm really enjoying it. So I'm excited to continue on with that one. So that's gonna be for my first kill. I'm just gonna skip over the two, the like vent and the vent and blame someone else, because when I'm in the game, when I'm actually playing the game Among Us with my friends, I always kill my best friend first as imposter, because why not? Because I love to. So I wanted to kill Purple, which is her general color, first, and one of those is to read a book that starts with the same letter as your first name. Music, McKenna. This was born. I have also started Undercover Romance by Lissa K. Adams. I'm not that far into it. I'm literally like 5 pages into it. I don't know what this is going to count for, but I'll figure it out as I go. That's generally how I do things. So, I'm back just so short after filming that original clip, realizing that if I don't do anything besides update you on my reading, this is going to be a really dry vlog. So, you're gonna come with me on my errands today, and I have some things before I leave. So the first thing is, let's do a mini book haul. Over the weekend and yesterday, I got 3 books. Nothing too exciting. I got The Awakening by Kate Chopin for a class that I'm taking. I got The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins because it was at TJ Maxx. Did you know that TJ Maxx sold books? I didn't even know that. It was $12 at TJ Maxx, so I bought it. And then I went to the Dollar Tree for some essentials, and I found This Darkness Mine by Winnie McGinnis. This is kind of for another video I'm kind of thinking about doing. So those are 3 books that I got. And then the other thing I wanted to do is show you my spread, my spreads for this readathon. So this is like the title page, the scaled map, total books completed and days read. Like this is the taskbar and this is the start reactor. And I know I'm imposter and those don't really pertain, but I don't really care. I wanted them on here because I thought they added to the aesthetic. And then I have all of my like kills here. I don't know what I'm going to do if I read more than 12 books, but I don't think I will, so hopefully. I don't know. And then I have my points tracker. I got 100 points for swiping my card, which was the Alex Trebek book. But I need to update my taskbar to reflect the book that I read and my days read, because I read yesterday. So we're gonna pull out my handy dandy green zebra midliner that I've been using for that because it's green. And we're gonna update those 2 things and then we're gonna go. Looks like shit. That's a little better. But I just have a couple of errands I have to run today. I have to run to the bank. I have to get lunch. I think I have to run to Walmart and grab some stuff. You know, just basic things like that. I need a new contact case. Actually, I might not need a new I don't know. But I do have to like run to the bank and get lunch, and we don't have internet at my house. I don't know if that's a fact that anyone knew before watching this, but we don't have internet at my like home house. So my mom and I are watching Schitt's Creek. We're on season 5. We just finished like season 5, episode 6 or something. We're really enjoying it, as you can tell. But I have to take my tablet in and download more episodes so we can watch them. But that's the plan. While doing that, I'm either going to be listening to my audiobook or watching YouTube, in all honesty. I might listen to my audiobook on the way in, and then like when I sit in my car to eat my lunch, watch YouTube, but we'll see. Okay, well I just got out of Walmart doing my little Walmart run. I got a plate. I don't know if you've seen that fucking TikTok trend, the like letting go thing. I want to do that. I got this keychain fob because I don't know. Oh, it's a pill container. Keychain fob pill container because I have migraine pills and nausea pills that I like to have with me on the go just in case. Did I pay for that? Okay, yeah. I had a moment where I was like, did I pay for that? Forgot for a second, but it's here. I got this little hardcover dotted notebook because it was on sale for $3. I was like, I'll find a use for it. My mini bullet journal. For what? I don't know. I have some of these Exceed ones, and they're okay, but I don't know. I feel like I could use the mini bullet journal for something, so got a mini one because it was $3. I got my contact lens cases. I got 6 of them. I got this pack of 6 because it was cheaper per case to get 6 of them than to just get one. I got a leave-in conditioner. This is a Garnier Whole Cleanse. This is the kind of shampoo and conditioner I generally use unless I'm using my like all natural shit, which I'm not because I'm at home. Because my hair's been really frizzy recently. I think it's just the weather, but it's been really frizzy. And then I have these Hanho Blemish Patches, these non-medicated hydrocolloid spot treatment. These are the best blemish patches in my opinion. You just like put them, you just put them on the area and they suck out all the goopy goop that's in that little chasm. I meant to use my reusable shopping bag. I brought it with me because I figured I would be going somewhere, but I completely forgot. But here's my thing. I don't feel as bad for using plastic bags anymore because I work on my university campus's like food pantry, and they use plastic bags donated by people to distribute the stuff from the food pantry. So any that I use, I just take there, and at least they're getting another use out of them. So if you have a lot of plastic bags, or if you just don't have a reusable or find it hard to use a reusable a reusable shopping bag, canvas bag, tote bag, whatever, just find out if there's somewhere in your area that uses them for something. I mean, it's better than just letting them go to trash. But that's my little haul. Woo. Next, I have to go back to CVS because I wanted to have a prescription ordered like a month ago, and then I forgot to pick it up. So they put it on hold, and they didn't have it when I went in a little while ago, like before the end of the year. So I called my doctor, and they resent it in. So hopefully it'll be there now that I can just pick it up. I haven't really been listening to my audiobook, unfortunately. I've been watching a lot of Among Us content, which is also kind of conducive to this readathon because it is the Among Us Readathon. I read like another page of this, but I'm hoping to really get some reading done tonight. I still have to pick up my prescription, and then I want to download some episodes of Schitt's Creek so my mom and I can watch those tonight. And those are basically my plans for the rest of the day. I don't have anything big, anything exciting, really. Just hopefully get some more reading done. But that was your coming along to my, my day. I'll also follow up with that leave-in conditioner because you can kind of see it right there. Right here, this frizz. It's no joke. I've just not been feeling right last night and today. And I think it's just mostly the fact that I get a migraine about this time every year. It's like on and off not feeling great, so that's fun. But I'm also just, there's so much fucking going on that I don't want to think about right now. So I got books in the mail today. I got the first 3 books in the Bromance series. This is by Lissa K. Adams. There is the Bromance Book Club, Undercover Bromance, and Crazy Stupid Bromance out so far. I think the 4th one comes out in July. I have already read the Bromance Book Club, and I gave it 4 stars, and it was on my favorites list of the year. It was like my honorable mention. But the book that I'm currently physically reading is Undercover Bromance, and I have the library copy. But now I own my own physical copy, so I can start reading this, and then when I'm done with that, I have Crazy Stupid Bromance to read. So yeah, I have this. This is just so fun. It's a fun series. It isn't entirely lighthearted, but it's a fun series, so I'm excited about it to continue on. I have been reading Music from Another World on audiobook, and I read a little more of it, like a lot more of it. I've been listening to it like all day, essentially. I listened to a lot today, and like last night a little bit. A lot has happened, but I'm like 2 or so hours from being done with it, so I'd like to reserve any more feelings until I actually finish it. Yeah, I have an hour and a half left, so I think I'm just gonna reserve that until I'm completely done with it and have like formulated my thoughts. Also, I used the leave-in conditioner last night, and it worked. I don't know if you can see, it's not, my hair's not really frizzy, but I did discover why it was frizzy. The area that I live in has been in 99% humidity for the past like week, so that explains it, but it's fine. It's fine. I have my books here to read and my ebook, or my audiobook I mean, and I'll have an audiobook later to read. I have plenty of audiobooks to read just in general, so I don't think I'll run short on those, but yeah, maybe I'll I don't know, because if I have 2 physical books to read, I don't know why I would need to take a trip to the library. Maybe I will for like manga or graphic novels, because I really like manga and graphic novels. Maybe I'll look on their online catalog and see if there's anything that I really want. I don't know, I just have some books out that I can take back now, like these 2 that I had out, and I have both of them now so I can take them back. And some other books that I'm just not gonna read, but it's fine. Everything's fine. This is, I'm happy to have these, honestly, so happy to have these now. But yeah. So, I finished Music from Another World by Robin Talley last night, and oh my god, it was fucking amazing. It was so good. I loved it so fucking much. I gave it 5 stars. I think a lot of times, sometimes whatever with romance, it can like happen quickly. It progresses at like the perfect pace to make things seem super realistic and organic. It is a Sapphic Romance, and essentially what it is in, I believe it's 1977 is the first year, Tammy gets a pen pal, or like her school is in conjunction with another school in California to do pen pals, and Tammy is a lesbian, and the other girl, Shannon, isn't. She's straight, and they're pen paling back and forth, and they continue even after the pen pal program stops, and they're just continuing to write to each other, and it just kind of follows their lives as they are both in very religious families, and Shannon's brother is gay and Tammy is a lesbian, and it follows their like different lives as these they were overturning a non-discrimination bill for gay people, like that you can't discriminate against gay people in Florida, and then I think they went to Georgia, and just as all these things are happening in a time where it's very heavily discriminated against gay people, and each of them, while also having these pen pals of each other, they are each writing their own diary. Shannon's diary is like a typical Dear Diary, and Tammy's diary is writing to Harvey Milk, who I honestly just had to look up and see if that was a real person or not, but he is a real person. The first openly gay elected representative, and he is in California. I know Tammy's from Orange County, and Shannon is from San Francisco, and it just kind of follows them through their lives. This takes place over, I think, 2 years is the overall span. Not as much takes place in 1979. I think there's only like a couple chapters in 1979, but it does span that a while. It's just so good. I loved it so much. I listened to the audiobook, and I was trying to see if this book was Own Voices or not, but Robin Talley, it shows in her Goodreads biography that she lives with her wife, so it is Own Voices for Sapphic representation, so it's all amazing there. So like I said, I just absolutely loved this book, and I would highly recommend it to anyone. The 70s aesthetic, not like how people say the 1920s aesthetic. I loved the 1970s aesthetic. I still love the 1970s aesthetic. So it was interesting to read a book in that time period with all of the bad things that were also happening during that time, because that, you know, it's obviously happening, but the entirety of the story was written in letters back and forth and diary passages, which I thought was also super interesting. But overall, I loved this book so much. I'm like 2 for 2 now, books that I've read in 2021, and for this readathon, 5 stars. And I'm thinking my next physical read is going to continue that. I've been physically reading Undercover Romance. I read a little bit more last night, so now I'm 54 pages in. The thing with these books is, once it hooks you, it's got you hooked. They're so fun, and I love the pacing because you don't have to wait for shit to happen. You had to wait a little bit longer for shit to happen in here because there was like a chapter or so of like filler, like 1 chapter of kind of like an introduction, and then we kind of jump into it. And I'm on chapter 5, and between chapters 2, 3, and 4, between chapters 2, 3, and 4, a lot of the like driving force in this book starts. Like this main first paragraph of the description on the back. So yeah, I'm hoping to read more of this tonight. I am also downloading some things. Like I said, I might have said this multiple times. I'll edit it out if I need to, because this is just me talking. I don't have internet at home. I'm in town right now. My town. The closest town to where I live. Literally sitting in my car on campus to get Wi-Fi. And I am trying right now to download Best Wishes, Warmest Regards, A Schitt's Creek Farewell, because my mom and I are on the last season of Schitt's Creek. We have 10 episodes left. Yeah, 5 through 14. We have 10 episodes left. I'm sad to see it go, but it has quickly taken the spot as one of my favorite TV shows. I don't know if it's taken my absolute favorite TV show, but definitely one of my favorite TV shows. And then I stopped at the library today, picked up 3 books. I don't know if I'm going to read all of them for the readathon, but I wanted some new books from the library. So the first one I got is Dear Justice by Nick Stone. I have Dear Martin at home, so I thought maybe I could do like a little back-to-back reading of those. I'm not 100% sure what either of them is about, but I just know that they have really high praise, and I've been interested in Dear Martin for a while, and I knew that this one came out. God damn it. Then I got Girl Serpent Thorn by Melissa Basharodust. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. I'm so incredibly sorry. But I don't know. I loved the like Owl Crate or Fairy Loot, whatever one edition for this with the pink. And I really don't know a whole lot about it, but I decided to just pick it up from the library and maybe read it and see if I liked it. And then I got a graphic novel just to kind of speed things along. I might, do some rereading of some of my favorite graphic novels this month or this year or whatever, but I got Not Funny, Haha. It's a handbook for something hard. And I'm just going to read to you the back of this because I hadn't even heard about this book before, but it sounded really interesting from this. This book tells the story of two young women who go through two different abortions, medical and surgical. It begins with the moment they decide to have abortions and follows them through the process of choosing a procedure, or choosing a clinic, reaching out to friends, partners, and family, and eventually that procedure itself. Hayes uses the graphic novel format to demystify what can be a very intimidating and often lonely experience. Like no other book out there, Not Funny, Haha is a little bit technical, a little bit moving, and an often funny book intended to communicate and comfort. So, by Leah Hayes. I just thought that was a really interesting concept for a graphic novel, and with that title. So, I'm interested in that, so... yeah. I'm fucking tired as shit. It is like 10 in the morning my time. Oh, it's almost 11. It's 10:45 my time. I had a doctor's appointment at 7 this morning and a chiropractic appointment at 9:30. And I'm ready to be done with it. This day, I mean. But I'm probably not. I think I'm probably going to get lunch and then go home and watch Schitt's Creek, hopefully. But I forgot to mention the last time I updated you guys that I started a new book. I started The Poet X by Elizabeth Acevedo. I actually started it the night I finished Music from Another World. And I am 21% into it. I have 2 hours left of the audiobook. And I'm honestly really, really loving it. I didn't listen to it like at all yesterday. I just wasn't in the audiobook mood yesterday. I really wasn't in any mood to be reading yesterday. I didn't get a lot of reading done. I read a few pages of the Bromance Book Club. Or Undercover Bromance, I mean. I'm now on page 68. And there are some reading sprints happening over on the Among Us Readathon Twitter. So I might just participate in those and get some more reading of this done. It's also supposed to be the last episode that Alex Trebek filmed before he died. And I'm really sad about it. But I'm really interested to see. So I'm just straight chilling right now. I got a little bit more reading done in Undercover Bromance, but now I have a new agenda where I'm going to finish The Poet X and then read 3, hopefully, audiobooks this weekend. Today, I got the Mountain Dew Major Melon. Charged with watermelon, the new Mountain Dew flavor, and I'm interested to try it. Okay. So. It smells fucking straight up watermelon. Ooh. It's very watermelon-y. With that undercut of Mountain Dew. I kind of like it. I don't know for sure though. On On the taste-o-meter, I'm going to use, could use some work. I'm going to put it on could use some work and just move on and probably drink like half of it tonight. I couldn't get the camera to rest on the window like it has been, so this is what we're dealing with right now. It's Monday. You're probably wondering, did you finish the Ace of Shades series over the weekend? And the answer is no. Not even close. So what happened was I didn't finish the Poet X until Saturday, and then I didn't start Ace of Shades until Sunday, and I only got about halfway through Ace of Shades. I'm not entirely disappointed because, if I'm being honest, I really didn't think I could do it. I was just trying. But I did finish the Poet X, which I ended up giving, by Elizabeth Acevedo, which I ended up giving 5 stars. I have read now all of Elizabeth Acevedo's work, and this is the one I was the most apprehensive about reading, just because it didn't have like a clear description of like a storyline. Like with The Fire on High, she was a teen mom, and in Clap When You Land, they were sisters that their dad died, and they found out that they were sisters, and chaos essentially ensued as far as them like meeting each other and everything. But this one, it was just kind of like Xiomara discovers slam poetry and it helps her with her life. And yes, it does. I really liked the aspects of her finding slam poetry and learning to use it as part of her life. And I ended up relating to a lot of things that she had to say. I loved some of the different family dynamics. The father relationship was kind of something I really related to. The whole mother religion thing and first love and like the different pressures put on you as a teen just all kind of really came together well, and I ended up really, really loving this book. So as a final recap for this first week of reading for the Among Us Readathon, I read The Answer Is by Alex Trebek for my swipe card. I read Music from Another World by Robin Talley for my like Kill Purple task. I believe it was Fuel Engines Part 4. It started with the same letter as my first name. And then I read the Poet X for my like Kill Yellow. It is Divert Power 1, a POC author, which was Elizabeth Acevedo. Swipe Card was a standalone, and it had to be like the first one I read. So that's everything I read this week. Thank you all for watching. Let me know down in the comments below what you've read so far this year, if you're participating in this readathon, anything like that. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you sometime for a new one. Bye!